First and foremost, I want to give all of the praise and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashmi Shai, Bashim Wadash, and double honor to the apostles of the great millstone that have taught us this truth, and to include the elder bishops on down, and Yahweh Bashmi Shai Brakatham to the elect, they that are going to pick up this truth and take this truth on board and put it into practice in their lives. Once again, it's your brother Laban coming at you with another lesson in regards to topics that I have, news that I want to go over, which is quite interesting stuff. And yes, most of this stuff we speak about is negative because of the world we live in today, and prophecy has it so. And here it is yet again, to no surprise. This is the devil that we're dealing with, and also as what the Bible speaks of. And so this article here reads, Bill Gates caught pumping abortion drugs into U.S. water supply, critical levels detected in major cities. And so this is a serious accusation indeed. And you already know, this new station brings out a lot of true factual information. And I mean, I wouldn't put it past myself to not believe in this, because we've done the research already of these devils. We know the intent of these devils more than they know themselves, because we're in the higher spirit, and we're serving that higher power which has created all things, and by the word we know all things. And so the way Esau is, and who is Esau for those that don't know, they're the people that are ruling the earth right now, the so-called white people, right? And as history has shown us time and time again, that they are the sons of perdition, the sons of destruction. They've proven this. It's evidently clear. That's who they are. So they're showing that right now. All right. And again, we've been reading about these people, and the evidence is true that they have a sinister plan. You can see it in their spirit, you can see it in their face. It's all written all over their body. Even their body language shows that. So it's believable. So what's been caught is abortion drugs into US water supplies in certain states. And we're talking about, of course, working class cities within these states. One being Carbondale, Illinois. As this reads, functions primarily as a working class and a diverse university hub anchored by Southern Illinois University. So this is a working class area, and Blacksburg is the same as well. But Blacksburg is more, I would say, maybe a lower middle class, working class city too, within the state of Virginia. And that's what Esau does. Every time Esau has come up with some sort of a variant that does no good for people, he tries these variants in poor places around the world. So why would he not do it at home? Of course he's going to do it at home. All right? Because they're in the business of causing death and destruction, as the scriptures puts it plainly in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2. And see, this is why you have to repent back to Yahweh Bashmi Shai and learn these precepts. Because when you learn these precepts, you learn that, for one, let me say it differently. You find out that you're an Israelite, and you learn about who you are, and you also learn who your enemy is, and you find out the things that what your enemy is up to. All right. So when your enemy brings wows and various things that can affect you negatively, you can be aware of these things before he even pushes these things on you. That's the benefit of knowing your power. When you know your power, you know everything of his creation. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to move forward, and I want to read Psalms 144 verse 7, which shows that we need to be delivered and saved, man. As this is written, send thine hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters. And the great waters are the other nations that we've been scattered among. But no matter where you're at on the planet Earth, one way or the other, Esau has some sort of influence and power of where you live at, because Esau rules this whole entire planet Earth. All right. The superior places around the world are Western nations. They're the superior places that rule, that are more influential, that are more richer, that are more powerful. So Esau rules this earth, and the way that he rules this earth is by a way of destructive means, as it is written in the book of Genesis 27 and verse, I think 45, I believe, between 40 and verse 45, where it mentions that Isaac, the father of Jacob and Esau, is that they would both be blessed. And Esau would what? Be blessed with the ability to destroy. As it is written, he will be blessed with the sword. So the sword don't just mean he would rule militarily. Yes, that would be the main part of it, but also Esau could rule the people with coming up with variants to destroy people's lives, as well as he's done so. All right. In times past, and even 6 years ago, recently, we can go into. Okay. So that's who's ruling the planet Earth, as well as it's written. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which is a beautiful thing, because we know that nothing happens by random, by the will of man, but by the will of the Lord. So the Lord gave this man the power. So the Lord is going to take him out of power. All right. And Esau is just the epitome of sin. So that we can know sin, and so that we can appreciate righteousness later on. That's just something that I had in mind, to say, speaking about why he's in power. All right. Yeah. So now let me go back and read this again. Send thine hand from above and rid me and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children. And that's what Yahushua is coming to do. So when things get really terrible out here, the terribleness that we have to lie within alone screams that we need to be delivered. And so therefore Yahushua has to come back, because if he doesn't come back and we're consumed in this terribleness of this damn devil, then there'll be no flesh to be saved with it. So if there'll be no flesh to be saved, then where does the promises come in? Where does the kingdom come in? And all of these things that were promised us in general in the scriptures. It wouldn't be the case, and it would prove that the Most High is a liar. So the Lord can't lie. So it's written all over the precepts that the Lord has chosen Israel to be the kings and the priests. And that's not really fully been fulfilled as of yet. So that's going to be fulfilled, right? That's one of the things that will have to be fulfilled. And the rejoicing of Jerusalem. And overall, the things that which is spoken about, which will participate, that we will participate in Salakia, in the kingdom. So again, if we all passed on because the Lord didn't come to save us from this damn devil, then those prophecies wouldn't come to pass, would they? And also it would prove that the Lord did show mercy upon us. So every word and every vision is going to be actualized. All right. You can best believe that these things that we talk about is going to happen. It's a certainty, as well as it's also written that we have a more sure word of prophecy. So again, when things get really bad on this planet Earth, let alone it's going to scream that Yahushua is going to have to come back. It's going to have to be the Father's going to have to give the Son the go ahead to proceed into this realm and destroy this place and deliver us, man, as well. This is from, as you can see, I'm on the yahoo.com. Transgender dolls with interchangeable pieces set to debut in Minnesota classroom. And mind you, this is going out between 4 to 10-year-olds. And Esau knows exactly what he's doing, because he knows scientifically between the ages of 4 and 10, you're almost in that theta state. You're in a transitive state. So whatever you're gathering from your circumstances is what's going to mold you after that phase is all said and done. So when you check it, what Esau wants the young people, which are children now, to believe is that they can change what is. And it all begins with the belief that they can change who they are. Give them this idea that you don't have to go with the laws of physics or the laws of nature, whatever you want to, however you want to say it, right? And so therefore you can rebel against the Most High. Because listen, in life, or this thing that we call life has an algorithm to it. So in a roundabout way, when Esau teaches this notion of transgenderism and stuff like that, what he's basically telling people is that, yeah, there's no consequence. You could redefine what you want. Okay. And that's what he's teaching these young kids. So you have strange children begetting strange children. So that's why this man has to come out of power, because the Lord created this earth so that what we can enjoy life itself and creation and give reverence to the one which gave it. You understand? And the perfect man for that is going to be Yahweh Shai. He has to come and rule the planet Earth so that righteousness can beget righteousness, man. As it is written in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10. As the judge is, so are the people. Okay, so you're gonna have wise kings and priests, which will be us, under Yahweh Shai, which will judge righteously. And we're gonna beget righteousness of those that come out of us. Okay, we're gonna beget righteous children, and we're gonna show what righteousness is, so that people all around the world can go along with that. So there you have it. Now let's read this as well. Jeremiah 49 and verse 18. Let's go up a bit and read this correctly. Jeremiah 49 and verse 17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, and everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. And as in the over, you know what? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me do this. Salaki, let me read this again. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, and everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, and no man shall abide there, and neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. So the Lord is going to destroy this place as he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah with those brimstones. But this time is going to be the nukes, which are going to be interchangeable with the brimstones. That's how this place is going out. All right. And the proof is in the pudding, because what they're going to do is, with this military draft by computer simulation, as this auto gives it away, between the ages of 18 to 26 will be enrolled mandatorily. America is against the world, primarily the greatest superpowers, which we're talking about Russia and China, and as well as Iran, which they're showing right now that they can defend themselves. All right. So they got more than a handful of problems that they got to deal with. And that's why the time will come. And this is something else that we've been speaking about for a very long time, way before the idea even came into being, is that there will be a draft in one of these days to come. And look where we're at. We're in that time of it being a possibility. You see, because the purpose of the Lord is about to be had, and the purpose of the Lord is that this place is going to be destroyed. And while this place is about to be destroyed, Yahweh Shah is going to have to come, as well as I've mentioned, to deliver us. Because remember, as it is written in the book of First Peter 4 and 18, that the righteous shall scarcely be saved. So we're going to be saved by the skin of our teeth, man, from the fire that the Lord is going to bring on this earth on a major scale. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and that is Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. And they shall set themselves in array against her. What does array mean? Meaning they're going to set themselves and arrange themselves against her. From thence she shall be taken, and their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. And as Joel puts it, I believe it's Joel chapter 2 and verse, I believe, 20, where it reads that they shall all be as a they shall be as They shall not break their ranks. There you go. They shall not break their ranks, meaning that these missiles are going to fly in perfect formation. That's what it means that they shall be as a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. So these missiles are going to be shot perfectly. And yeah, it's going to be due to the technological power behind them, but really it's going to be the power of the Most High, which is going to be behind all of this, so that all of this can happen smoothly. Okay, that's why all of these nations possess these nuclear missiles, not for the purpose of protection, which is what they believe it to be, which is okay. That's cool. The Lord gave them that belief system, but for the purpose of bringing in the new world, the kingdom of heaven. All right, because you're not going to have two kingdoms standing at the same time. You're going to have one kingdom that will stand forever, and that is going to be the kingdom of our lords. And you're going to have the Israelite man, just in general, as the collective, which will be ruling in the kingdom. We're going to be the new superiors on this earth. Okay. So as this reads, and the Chaldees shall be a spoil, and all that spoiler shall be satisfied. Yeah. So all of these nations are going to come up against America with these missiles and destroy her till there's nothing left of her, because she is what? That old daughter of Babylon, which, as John the Revelator saw, which will be destroyed. All right. So yeah, the world is about to bear witness to its greatest fall like none other. And in that, again, our world is coming next. So yeah, times are terrible indeed, and it's gonna get really, really bad until it gets all good. Shalom.